Alright, it's June 6, 2023. My name's Timothy French, and today I thought I'd take you along one of North Carolina's scenic byways. Yeah, I went online to see how many byways there were in North Carolina. There's 62, and they give away this free book, so I ordered it, and it came a few days later, and it's pretty nice. But you can also look online to find these byways, but that's what it looks like on the front. You come right on inside here. Gives you a little introduction. I'll read a little bit for you so you know what we're doing. It says, the North Carolina Department of Transportation has designed 62 scenic byways to give visitors and residents a chance to experience North Carolina history, geography, and culture, while also raising awareness for the protection and preservation of these treasures. Byways are carefully selected to portray the diverse beauty and culture of the Tar Heel State and provide travelers with safe and interesting alternate travel routes. These byways are intended as an alternative to the faster-paced traffic and commercial areas found along our state's major highways and interstates. And it finishes up by saying, following the byways, motorists will see some of the North Carolina's most breathtaking scenery, from the Blue Ridge Mountains to the fertile plains of the Piedmont to the crystal blue shores of the coast. And if we hit all of them, I guess it will do that. We're going to test them out today. This is my first one, and we're going to do, what is it called here? Let's see. Mill Bridge Scenic Byway. I've been on portions of this byway. This is not too far from my house. It's in starts right out of Salisbury, North Carolina. We're doing it raw. I'm testing the camera setup, and I'm going to see how I do. This will be the first one, and we'll see how much rattling goes on inside my RVO Rev here. But this looks like it's going to take us about an hour, and they give you a little map right there. And they show you the mill, which is named for right there out in Sloan Park. I've done a whole video of that area, and I'll put links to those below. And it'll give you a little picture of a church you can see, and it tells you the counties and how many miles. Looks like the total miles will be 43.7. Gives you turn-by-turn directions. Supposed to be signs along the way, so I'm not going to use my GPS. I'm going to trust them. There's a picture of some of the things we'll see along the way. I guess that's the largest community barn quilt in the U.S., located in Mount Eula. Ooh, is it Eula? Uh-oh, better find out before I go any further. They'll be mad. And then they got Quilt Block Barn, and then Back Creek Historic Presbyterian Church, different things you can see. And there's that bridge that crosses the trail going over to that mill. So we're going to start right here at the beginning, right here out of Salisbury at this little, looks like a farmer's market store, whatever, and we'll check it out and then we'll get going. So here's the first sign you'll see as you turn off of Highway 150 going out of Salisbury toward Mooresville. It says, begin Mill Bridge, North Carolina Byway. That's what they look like. And right up here is father and son, something or another. Can't see the rest of the name. We'll see when we get up there. They got strawberries, watermelons, and all kinds of other stuff. And they got all their beautiful American flags out today. Yeah, I had that for Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, cantaloupes, flowers. I got it all. And I should have guessed what that name was. Father and Son Produce Market. Open all year long. Got all the crosses out. Yeah, just a cool little store. There's Rev right over there. Walk down through these beautiful flags before we get started. This is the first thing you'll see along this scenic byway as you ride along. Got additional parking if they're in the back when it gets real crowded. There's the produce market. We're not going to go inside. Imagine all y'all know what produce markets look like. So we're here today to drive this road, and we got to get started. There's your first stop right there. Well, let's get going. Old Red's ready to roll, and so am I. Leaving old father and son's produce stand here. If y'all ever in the area, check them out. Sound like they got a nice family business going there. So I like that. I like all these American flags they got going in and out of the parking lot as well. So let's go up here and turn right on the Sherrills Ford Road. This is the beginning of the Mill Bridge Scenic Byway. Yeah, Sherrills Ford is pretty busy these days, so I don't know how much of this is going to be what I would consider scenic, but it'll be beautiful either way. But I imagine we're going to see some as we go along. Yeah. Either big developments or new houses on the side road in 2s and 3s. There's some right there as we're talking about them, right there on the left side as we go by. Coming up on a traffic circle now. These things are becoming more numerous in North Carolina. There's Graham's Grill there on the right side. It's got a little local restaurant right here as we go through it. Uh-oh, got somebody coming out to get their mail, so we better watch out for them. Yeah, there they are, checking the mail. Looks like they're burning something over there to the right of us, clearing off some land. Probably going to be another housing development, I imagine. Got a beautiful church over here on the left side. Got us some horses coming up on the right over here. So we're getting a more rural setting as we go along. And there's an RV over there on the right for sale. I tell you what, about a year or so ago, everybody wanted them RVs, and now all of a sudden, everybody wants to get rid of them. So it might be a good time to buy if you can find a good one. I like Rev's 24 foot, and we can park anywhere. That's why we like it. And that's why we got it. I've had travel trailers and Class C's and all kinds of RVs and campers over the years, but this one's been the best. Got some nice houses coming up here on the right. Got trees all along the road. A whole row of them look like Christmas trees. I bet they'll light up nice during the holiday season. Yeah, that looks good up through there. Coming up on some train tracks now on the right side. Yeah, if you've been following me for a while, you know we've been doing all those town center videos in South Carolina and North Carolina. A lot of towns popped up along these railroad tracks. Here comes a train on down the tracks. We just talking about them tracks, and there come one. Yeah, it looks like the Tigers have been all over the side of that one. I tell you what, I bet these spray can companies love these Tigers. All the money they making selling them paint. Got us a big milk carton up here on the left. You don't see many signs like that anymore. That's a roadside attraction nowadays. Yeah, get your milk right there. Guess that's a dairy farm up in there maybe. I don't know. Comment below. Well, there's our byway sign up ahead, so I guess we don't need a GPS. They marked it pretty good. Yeah, we turn left on Belk Road. First road we finally got off of that Cheryl's Ford right there. Got to go 2.1 miles ahead up here. So let's keep rolling. Yeah, this is nice down through here. Look at that house on the right, sitting up in the shade. Yeah, you got a lot of fields to farm. You probably want to come home to a nice shady house under a big old shade tree like that. And there's some more houses up on the right there. Give you an idea what kind of houses they building out this way. Look nice. Nice and fancy out here in the country. And there's a nice house up there on the left. Yeah, got this nice fence rolling on down through here. I like this. This looks good. Come around the curve, beautiful clouds up in the sky. Carolina blue. Got some cows over here on the right out there in that field. Yeah, every once in a while I'll see a cow right up against a fence, kind of looking out at some green grass out on the other side, and just like, you can just know he's just thinking, if I could just get over there to that green grass. Just give me some green grass. Oh, watch out. We got a road coming up here. Get out of my cow talk. We're getting ready to make a turn here. Yeah, I believe this is Centenary Church Road, if I'm saying that right. And we got to go 0.7 miles on it, and then turn on to Mooresville Road again, back on the Highway 150. Yeah, that's the Mill Airport right there. Got another produce stand up here. Looks like Stevens produce stand. Let's pull in there and check that out. Yes, nice up in here. Look at them houses over there. Some big old houses. Beautiful. Yeah, got the produce stand, the butcher in there as well. Yeah, got everything you need, looks like. That's cool right there. Well, let's go on back around, get back on the road. We got to find Jones's Road up here somewhere. So we ain't got time to stop, but if I did, I might want to jump in there and get me a watermelon. Uh-oh, loggers done got in here and logged the right side of the road. Took all the trees down, but they'll grow back. They'll grow back sooner or later. Well, let's get on down the road. We still got to find Jones's and turn left. Hey, this place to the left is the Lazy 5 Ranch. It's a privately funded little zoo. And they'll take you on wagon rides. You can drive your car right through there, see the animals, and check things out if you're around here. Anybody been in there? Is that any good? Just let us know down below in the comment section. Well, here's our road up ahead, Jones Road. Got to turn left here. This old guy here's got both sides of the road taken up. Got my side and his side. Got to go wide. There we go. We squeezed on by though. That's good. We squeezed on by. There's some sheep out in the field there for you. Out there getting them a bite to eat. There's some more houses over on the right to give you an idea what kind of houses they got around here. If you don't want to come into North Carolina and buy you a house, this would be a nice little stretch to do it on. Coming up on Centenary Road now for the second time. We're going to take it right here. Go up the road just a ways and turn right on Brown. Yeah, there's a nice house somebody's building right here on the right. Looking good. So there's our next sign telling us to turn right on the Brown Road. We've got about 5 miles to go down this road, I think. Yeah, they got their field cut there on the right. They'll be having to get that up before long. I tell you, this past week or so, been rain, rain, rain. Memorial Day weekend pretty much got washed out at my house on High Rock. I'd say it probably got washed out for a lot of people from the beach to the mountains. I had a buddy go down to the beach, and they definitely got wet down there. And I heard it was raining in the mountains too. That's the way it is sometimes. Check that beautiful fence there on the left. That's nice. Yeah, this is a nice little drive down through here. I'm liking this. This will be a good fall time drive too. Leaves changing. We're coming upon a stop sign now, but I don't see no byway sign. So I don't think we're supposed to turn here, but it'd probably be good if they just had a byway sign saying go straight across. I imagine if you needed to turn there, there'd be one though. They hadn't missed a turn yet, so I'm not going to get on them too bad. So let's go on across. We ain't been 5 miles yet. Gotta love this white fencing they got all up along here. Just stands out from that green grass and blue sky. Coming up on another intersection with no sign. So I reckon we're supposed to go straight. I got my GPS turned off today, but I probably should have turned it on because we might get off track here if I don't watch out. That's all right. Let's go on across and go this way. And if we get lost, we get lost. So sometimes it's fun just to get out here and just drive and not know where you're going. So there's our sign right there. I'm going to turn right here on the Mill Road. Going down this road here and see what it looks like. Got a little muddy on the road there, so I guess the farmer's been taking his tractor. Yeah, they're crossing right there. Got to do his work. It's a bumpy little road. Coming up on Sloan Road now. There's that mill straight ahead. That's the Kerr Mill right there. Well, let's go on up into it and let you look at that. The park, if you go left, the park's on down that way. Yeah, old mill here, been here a long time, the 1800s. I can see the water wheel's working today. It wasn't working the last time I came here. I've already done a traction video for this little park, so you can check that out if you want to. I'll put a link below. But yeah, the water wheel wasn't working then. Well, we're going to go up here and make a quick turn. This is a museum and where you can check in and learn about this park. A beautiful old historic building right there. Off to the right's a little bridge there that you can see in the picture of that book, the Byways book. They've taken it from a different direction, but that's that bridge. It's a trail that goes off to the other side. Let's go on back out here to Sloan Road. We'll take a right and go over there and let you see that. They got a cool little trail. Has historic trees in it. It's an interesting trail that I did. So here's the entrance to the park right here. Yeah, you turn in here and you go into the park, and that Colt historic tree trail is up here on the left. You turn left to go in there, but first time I came in here to do my attraction video for this park, I went straight and went all through the trails in there and didn't see this sign that told you to turn right here where we're going to turn right now. But yeah, it's a cool little place to walk around, so it was a lot of fun. I went over to that mill and all. But you come up in here, and we can't drive up in there but the trees because of the trees and all. But there's parking right here on the right. But there's 76 trees, and they're seedlings or cuttings from historic trees all the way back from the Revolutionary War, all through history. And I guess even one tree went up to the moon, and they brought it back and got it planted up there as well. And I walked all around there. They have signs for each one. It's pretty cool. So I'd bring your kids up here and kind of walk that path. It's handicap accessible and it's very beautiful. So let's go on back out of here. They got this building on the right. It's a museum as well. I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it's got some times on the wall there if you want to check it out too. Well, let's keep going. We're going driving today. We ain't hiking today. We got to get on the road. We've been on a good, I don't know how long we've been on here now, but we've been going pretty good. I'm glad you're sticking with me if you are. So let's go on out here and make our turn. Coming up on Highway 150 again, Mooresville Road. And we're going to take a right up here. Yeah, take a right and then take another left back down on Caldwell Road, I believe. You can see up ahead, got the sign for Patterson Farms. That's a big farm around here, pretty big deal. They'll say some ice cream and other stuff in there. So let's go up here and make our turn. If the sign is here telling us to turn, which I believe it will be, I have no doubt. Hadn't let me down so far. Yeah, there it is. Well, let's turn left around this big old box truck here and see what they got to offer down here. I've never been down this road before. Yeah, got their fields on both sides. I think they own all this land up here. It looks like a little playground or something for kids down there on the right. I don't know if maybe that's where you buy the ice cream or not. I don't know. I don't see no entrance. Might just be for the farm kids. Maybe that's their playground. Oh, well, wait a minute. Here's something up here to the left. I mean, to the right. Yeah, that's it right there. Well, let's turn in here and check it out. So if you're ever out this way, Patterson Farms, got this nice little area for you to come up here and get some produce and ice cream. Yeah, shop local, that's for sure. And they got the sign right there telling about the place. A little building up here. Let's drive on up here and take a look at it. Yeah, got a nice little shop there on the left. Plenty of parking here on the right. And just looking ahead, I think I see one of those quilts painted on the barn, those barn quilts that we've been talking about. A lot of people up in here. Got somebody walking down there bringing supplies. I guess they work here. And it looks like there's some kids down there to the left. So maybe that does connect to what I thought was a playground when we first turned there. Well, let's make a right on out of here. There's another quilt right there on that barn across the street. Let me zoom in, see if you can see it, since I hadn't showed you any yet. Yeah, there it is on the right there. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Yeah, so when you following this trail, this byway, come on in and stop here. I think they'd be glad to see you. So this little section down through here is nice because you don't see many houses on it. I guess the Patterson Farms owns a lot of the land, so this will be a nice trip to take in the fall when the leaves are changing. You didn't want to drive all the way up to the mountains. Yeah, it's beautiful down through here. So I'm coming up on Mill Bridge again. I'm going to go up here and take a right. Yep, Mill Bridge. Yeah, I think you go back to the left, take you back out to the Patterson's farm that way, too. That's how much land they got around here, I reckon. So we got to go up here and then take us another turn. Well, there's Brown Road on the left again. Yeah, we just been going around in circles here today, it seems like. So Collier's up ahead. We got to take a right here. Yeah, Collier turns right and then road goes straight, changes his name. I can't remember what the name is right off the top of my head there, but this is Collier. We're going to keep running along it. So I got to thinking just now, we hadn't seen some of the other points of interest on this byway, like the largest community barn quilt or the historic Presbyterian church. So I didn't see any signs along the way. So maybe if you travel this road, maybe it'd be a good idea just to kind of mark those out and take a look where they're at, so you'll know when you're coming up on them, won't miss them like we did today. So I hope y'all are enjoying this look at the countryside as we go through it here. I know a lot of times when I do my town center videos, that the town will be a little neglected and run down, and everybody would be thinking, oh, I wouldn't want to live here, but no. Most of the time outside of those town centers, it looks nice, and nice country, nice houses. And so it's always important, I think, to get together if your towns look a little run down, make it look good, because when people visit there for the first time, like me, that's where to go, and then they work their way outward. Yeah, we need to get back to having our town centers be the social gathering place now that the malls are kind of going away. And who wants to do, oh, got to make a turn here, about missed it while I was talking. Yeah, we got to get away from the bypasses and the exits and all the same olds and come out here and support our local small towns and small businesses. Might need them one day if transportation was stopped for one reason or another. We're on Bradshaw now. We've got to follow it about 1.5 miles back over to Highway 150, Mooresville Road again. So yeah, we circling all back around and forth here today, but we're getting to see some beautiful countryside as we do it. Coming up on Mooresville Highway again, we're going to take a right here. They don't consider this to be part of the byway, but you got to turn on it to get back to the byway. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn up here and see if we can get back on. I think that part we just traveled was like an extension part of the byway. What's up on the right? Looks like a bunch of, it says fire chief. There's a bunch of ball caps or captain's hat or chief's hat or whatever. Couldn't tell. It looked like it'd been there a while though, but I'd never seen it before. What's that all about, guys? What's that fire chief thing all about? Let us know in the comments below. So we've circled around. We're coming back up on Patterson Farms where the ice cream was. We're going to turn and go back down through there. So I guess we'll make that turn and we'll skip what we already drove and go up to the other end and take a left up there, I reckon. So we're turning back on Caldwell now, back toward Patterson Farm for a second time. We're going to jump ahead though, unless y'all want to see it for a second time, which I do not think you do. So let's jump on up. We're up on the other end now, getting ready to come up on the Mill Bridge. We're going to take a right here. We're still retracing our steps a little bit, and then we're going to turn left up here on White Road. Now I could go straight, make it shortcut home, but we're going to do this whole thing, like I said. So we're going to turn up on White here and back over to Cheryl's Ford and finish this thing out. So White Road's a nice section to ride a motorcycle on. I was with the Red Knights one year and we did a poker run all around this area, and this was beautiful out through here. Well, as we come to an end to our Mill Bridge Scenic Byway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's my first time doing one of these, so I'm just kind of figuring things out. Microphones, cameras, and all that. But if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Comment below. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. If you do, we'll keep doing them. Like I said, there's 61 more to go if we want to do it that way. Anyway, I'm going to call it right here. Like, subscribe, and share as always. Y'all take care.